I'm currently stuck inside a mineshaft and it's completely dark. You can see that there's nothing that I can see because this effect actually works so much better with shaders on. So I've also turned down my brightness all the way down to moody because I want to see how great this effect will look with my flashlight on. So over here you can see that I have a flashlight in my inventory, and to light up the area, instead of placing torches, I'm going to turn on my flashlight. And now everything is lit up. So, or the thing that I'm looking at is lit up. Right here, I have a flashlight in my hand that I'm holding. So you can see that I've completely lit up the entire area now with this flashlight. And so this is just some crazy, intense ray tracing that I'm doing. 3 beams of ray tracing here to make this work. Otherwise, this is not going to look that good. Even without shaders, this is like kind of not as good as it could be. But this is all fake, obviously. So you'll see what I mean when I actually show you how this is done. So this is a data pack that you can download. You have to use Optifine though, unfortunately. Otherwise, this is not going to look as good. In fact, it's actually impossible. This will not work if you don't have Optifine on. So here is another cave that I'm looking at. So I can actually switch over to my offhand. As long as you have this flashlight in your hand. Whoa, what's this? Lava. Okay. As long as you have the flashlight in your hand, you're able to use it to navigate the cave and to light it up. Right click to turn it off. You can right click to turn it on again. This is a carrot on a stick, so I'm able to use... Whoa! Okay. Hey man, what's up? So this is a carrot on a stick. You can just right click to turn it off and turn it on and toggle that. But if I switch away from the flashlight, it turns off. You have to keep it activated to turn it on. And there's no battery. Hey, found you. So this obviously works best in like the deepest depths of caves where it's all completely dark, because now you can see the light. The only light source that you have is with this torch. So this gives an entirely new meaning to caving in Minecraft. So like Mojang, if you're watching 1.9, this is actually a bad. Do not do this. Don't add this to Minecraft. Whatever you do, don't add torches to Minecraft. Well, you've added torches to Minecraft, which is really funny to say because in the context of gaming, torches are completely different to torches in real life. Anytime you say torches, you think of a torch in Minecraft, or do you think of a flashlight, which is what I'm holding? So, completely different. I'm going to go over to spectator mode and fly up to this. So you can see that actually works quite well above the surface. Unfortunately, it works best in caves because there's a moonlight. That's why you can't really see much of the illumination here. But inside a forest, it works quite well as well. So I'm lighting up the leaves here, over there. So the forest is all quite good and quite nice, but this works best inside. Hey, this works best inside a cave or a ravine. So I found a village here. See what happens if I do it. Well, there's obviously torches here, but that's why I guess this isn't going to work very well. There's an existing light source, so it defeats the light from the torch. There's a limit to the illumination here, of course, so if I look all the way up there, it disappears. So you can see that from here, it gets really bright and then it stops being bright. So there's a hard limit, but there's not much I can do because there's a huge disparity between really bright blocks and not as bright blocks in Minecraft, especially with shaders. It's really obvious. So there is the flashlight in Minecraft. Let me go over to my test world. You can see how it works from here. So this is my wrecking ball video that I did. So I'm inside this giant room that refuses to load. There we go. So if I do this, you can see that there is a limit to the brightness because I stopped the coding at a certain limit with the ray tracing. I didn't want to heavily stress out my computer, but if I press F3, you've got 300 entities. If I go all the way back, it goes all the way up to 600. And that's because there are 3 beams of ray tracing that are happening right now. So if I look at the wall from back here, at some point you can see right here we've got 2 kidneys on the left and right. So that's because there are beams of ray tracing that the further away you go, the more obvious they become. But the way this all works is that the closer you get, it uses a brighter block on an armor stand. And if you go back, it just becomes really dumb. So otherwise it works really well if you don't even think about it. In a more practical sense, in a cave, you can actually see it working very well. As long as you can light up the area around you. And if I turn off shaders, it just doesn't look really good. So even with the moody setting, it's so bright. I mean, it's not that bright, but I mean, if I'm using a torch, it's not as practical. It's almost not useful at all. But I guess in a map making sense, you can see some utility in this, especially like a Slenderman kind of map where you actually have to use your torch to light things up. But there you go, that's my version of torches in Minecraft. I believe that map makers have attempted to do this for a long time, and I'm using Optifine to do this, so even if I post the data pack and the resource pack, you need the resource pack as well. If I post both of them, it still seems to be a bit artificial, but it does kind of work. You can see that the light does travel in the right way. It's not perfect, I don't know. Anyway, that's flashlights in Minecraft. If you want to have a look at the code for this, and the resource pack, you can. You have to use Optifine, you have to enable dynamic lighting, otherwise it's not going to work at all. So I'm relying on entities to do this, otherwise I'd be placing blocks everywhere and it wouldn't work at all. So thank you all for watching, leave a like, subscribe for more creative content. As always, take care.